and welcome to the channel things and stuff. And let's review something awful. Okay. So this is the Studio Series Gamer Edition. Blah blah. I'm only kidding. This is the original War for Cybertron, was it? Yeah, War for Cybertron Bumblebee. And I kind of hate it. Before we even get started, this thing's awful. But I imagine it's better than the Gamer Edition, so there's that. Okay, so let's take a look at it, I guess. It looks like this. It looks like he did in the series, but, kind of gappy because it doesn't hold together amazingly well. And, it's a nice enough little design. I can see what they were going for, but it didn't really work. But it's a nice enough little thing. Size comparison. Legacy Wild Rider. So it's a big old fatty. Big old fatty. Right. Let's transform it. Now, first thing we're going to do, if you look underneath and see the absolute horror that's coming, is I'm going to get this. I'm just going to... Do I need to take this out now? I don't think I do, actually. I was going to take the weapon out, but I don't think I actually need to. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this wheel loose. I'm pretty sure that's the first thing I need to do. Yeah, and tap it from everywhere. Yeah, and that's come out a little bit further than I intended, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's all hokey pokey. Do the same on this side. Come on. Come on. Or is it supposed to say attached to those? I don't remember. I think I've got to get this loose as well. This is all me trying to remember things, because I have not pre-transformed this for the review, because that would be silly, wouldn't it? That would be actually trying to put effort into things and do things properly. And we know I don't do that. Let's get this loose from here. We should be fine from there. Okay, bring this down. Lock into place. We'll then straighten up these legs, bring it down, extend. Okay, that didn't work so well. Right, let's try this again. I remember this being evil. There we go. All right, let's just push on these brown bits so I don't break it. Fold the wheel in. And then we've got all this, which we will bring that to there, rotate around into place, bring that over and pegs in. I'll show you this again properly without breaking it on this side. Okay. This wheel needs to slide in for the transformation. However, you can't, because this dark bit is the inside of the leg. So without pulling it and trying potentially breaking the mushroom peg, the best thing to do is slide it from here. And make sure it's gone far enough. There you go. I said, there you go. Just nah. Pop the wheel in. We need to get this piece down, rotate it forward, bring it around so this sort of sits on the wheel. There's a tiny little hole there, and a tiny little peg there. Fold this over and plug it in. Straighten the leg out. And I painted these, which is why it's scraped off and it doesn't look any good. But honestly, it needed some paint. Okay, now what do we do? Oh, the gun's dropped out. It's fine. We'll get to it. We'll get to that. It's not fun. Yeah. This all needs to move. There we go. On this, can you see what this is, kids? That looks like a double hinge. But you're wrong, no, because it's got a hinge in the middle, which means it's actually a triple hinge. Anyway, we're going to get these wheel pieces and we're going to get them out, and they actually double hinge onto the side there. So get this out, double hinge onto the side there. Get this whole piece, fold it out a little bit, rotate it down, and turn it. And, these joints are tight. And this is basically the arms. We're just going to bring them around, straighten them up, and there you go. Now it's just playing with the backpack. Yeah. We need to get like this, I think. So this glass bit's here. This needs to fold through. Yes, there, good. And then what do I need to do? Okay. Oh, there's a slider. It's supposed to slide. See that in there? See that? No, that's a slider. I forgot about that. It's fine. And we'll slide that back into place. And it's there. It's done. It's fine. Everything's fine. Shove the head into place and stand it up. And there he is. There's Bumblebee in his robot mode. Let's adjust the camera. There he is. Look, he's standing. He's a robot. He looks like that. And at a distance, that looks okay. Apart from my terrible paint. It's fine. Don't worry. It looks okay. And it's not as fat with the huge bonnet sticking out to like here as the Gamer Edition seems to be. It's got a bit of a backpack, but you know, so what? What figure doesn't these days? He's okay. The face is actually quite lovely. Actually looks like Bumblebee. Weapon storage. The gun, there's a little cutout here on the side. See that? Actually fits onto this bit sticking out. And stores like that. So you can just leave it on all the way through transformation. You don't need to take it out at all. But for argument's sake, we'll take it out and we'll drop it. Stick it in his hand. And it is a little... Wow, these joints are tight. I have to get some WD-40 on those. It is a little Bumblebee-esque, pistol-y pew-pew. Kind of looks like a wasp-mate, a stinger or something. It kind of fits. You know, it's small, it's rubbish, and so is Bumblebee. Ha ha! But guess what, boys and girls? That's not where it ends with weapons, he said, while he was trying desperately to fit that on there. Because if you actually go to the arms, are they spring-loaded? I think they're spring-loaded. I can't remember how they're spring-loaded. Are they spring-loaded? No, they're just there. And he actually has little fold-out blades on his arms. Because of course he does. Why wouldn't Bumblebee have little fold-out blades on his arms? You know, Bumblebee, that awesome combat master. Whoocha! Really spindly legs that I always feel like I'm going to break during transformation. Not quite 100%, not quite 90 degrees on the bend. Very thin, very spindly. Originally this is all grey. I know my paint's scraping off, but it still looks better. All the joints are incredibly tight. I might floor polish them, maybe they'll feel better. Little stabby things on his incredibly fat forearms, tiny little shoulders. Yeah, the proportions aren't amazing on this, don't get me wrong. But I imagine it's better than the Gamer Edition. It just yeah, probably is. Size comparison, Legacy drag strip. So he's still big. Like, look, he's big. These figures are still big. This is a Bumblebee and he's huge. They're still big. They are big figures. And yeah. Like I said, I'm going to put some WD-40 on some of these joints and hopefully I won't hate it as much as I normally do. Maybe it'll feel better then. Yeah. I think this is back before I actually started tightening joints and stuff. Like, these need to be tightened. Like these. So maybe it'll get better. It won't. But maybe it'll get better. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day because this is enough Bumblebee for me for now. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I'll see all of you in the next one, where I will get upgraded and become fatter. Oh wait, I already am. Bye-bye!